A lot of shocked faces, like, oh my God, what a revelation.
Not sure if we're better yet. It is
Is it fixed?
Yay.
Excellent. I guess
And
starting
then
from the top.
Stabbed the guy. Is it working now? Sean says it's working.
We're such professionals.
We are professionals.
So you missed us virtually murdering everyone and the game was over. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for tuning in to the real, not episode 1, not episode 2, but episode 3 of Boston by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 live play starring our wonderful cast. Let's reintroduce our kindred for the evening.
Hi, my name is Natasha Fox. I am playing Nora Vandermeer, our resident Ventru, trying to keep everything together, considering she is surrounded by chaos. Self-designated mom of the night.
I'm Velvet Divine, playing Dr. Alicia Garcia Marquez, a completely qualified Malkavian therapist.
I'm Megan Murphy, and I'm playing Esther Bell, a completely regular and together Toreador, in no way a disaster.
I'm Carl Jordan. I'm playing Dr. Jackson Easter. I'm a medical examiner for Boston, and I'm one of the last members of Clan Tremere. The rest of them are obviously smart enough to leave.
And I'm Lee Berger. I'm playing Skylar Evans, the best True Blood, period. Real vampire right here.
And I'm Michelle Light, and I'm your storyteller for this evening. Now, where we last left off, our kindred had began the actualization of their extensive plan to discredit and besmirch the name of Gregory, a kindred Ventru using the Magadon Corporation for their own ends, and to halt, postpone, or even stop the release of Sunshine, a drug that our very own Best Thin Blood has gained a sampling of, while assaulting a mortal secretary by the name of Isabel. Isabel's memory of the incident was wiped away by Toad Frog, a ghoul that our coterie is more than familiar with. After some revelations from their mysterious benefactor, being not only a parent, but also a ranking member of the Camarilla, they seemed to be in quite a conundrum of why this particular kindred is asking them to take down a esteemed member of Clan Ventru. They did get access to Magadon's computer systems through a series of intensive technology rolls, but also figured out about potential Masquerade breach that was occurring via a Tumblr blog, which everyone on the internet has discredited as an extensive Boston-based roleplay account. Original OC, don't steal. And I believe that is a good summary of everything that has happened. Our coterie, I believe you guys are now named the Probable Cause coterie, or you're still waiting to get back to Morgan on what they should call you? But the Probable Cause coterie has now gathered up, has spent a lovely day sleeping away their troubles, relaxing. And as the night comes to an opening, I'm going to need everyone to roll a hunger die. This is a morning or waking up, because kindred don't have mornings anymore unless you're special. A rouse check.
Critical.
I am hungry.
A little hungrier.
I have a success.
On theme, hungry.
So our blah, 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 blah. I'm a professional. Our mixed bag of hungers are now going to reunite over at their designated meeting spot, which just always happens to be Nora's house. The doorman has gotten used to your faces at this point and doesn't even bother asking what you guys are doing there anymore. He does tend to offer Skylar like occasionally be like, do you want some like hand sanitizer, some lotion? Your skin's kind of dry.
Nah, it's fine. Let's stop looking at me that way.
You just need to tell him that you are there for my spa treatments. I do have a personal assistant that comes and does those things, you know, to keep me looking fresh for these many years that I've lived in this building. So
the five of you have met up, though. Before you meet up, I'm going to need both Aster and Velvet to roll your I'm gonna have you each roll your resolve and aspects for me.
Four.
Same.
So with 4 successes, as the both of you are waking up from your sleep, you find yourself in a children's book, one that you would read before bed. Colorful crayon drawings circling the pages. Dr. Alicia, you are wearing a blue dress combined with frilly white lace and a cute little hat on top. The same hat you were wearing when you met Dr. Jackson, actually. And little Miss Astor's wearing a jacket of varying patches of different fabrics, both different textures, different colors. A lot of them are bright and colorful, actually. And you are just wearing this amalgam of different fabrics and feelings. And you both are actually exploring a garden. You two are in the same scene, but you do not see each other. You find yourselves wandering this garden filled with roses, apples, but you also see just a mushroom, just a singular mushroom on the ground. And the mushroom has started to grow and sprout and bloom a bit. You also see just a simple daffodil flower, just bright, vibrant. The mushroom's continuing to grow, and it's entangling things now. It's starting to entangle the grass. The colors are starting to fade, and they're starting to disappear and vanish, especially from the daffodil. But eventually the mushroom grows big enough to act as an umbrella, and color returns. And that's where your vision ends.
I always wake up hungry when I start with one of those. I don't like it when they do it, and I don't start it. I don't like surprise premonitions. I don't.
Hungrier because the mushroom said eat me.
So yes, the both of you experienced this before heading over to Nora's house for the evening.
I'd say Aster is just like a little like more lost in thought than usual. Just thinking about this thing she saw, but she hasn't shared it. She's just like, she doesn't like really sharing that she sees things. So she's just kind of staring off a little, focused on something you can't see.
you don't seem your energetic self tonight. What's going on?
What? Oh, hey, Nora. No, everything's fine. Just a little trouble sleeping, or I guess waking up. Really, we don't have any trouble sleeping. We're just
I
dead.
don't know about you. I don't dream anymore. I think it's a good thing. I hate dreaming.
Oh, yes. Yes, I hate dreaming too. Good thing I don't dream either. That would be a real pain.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm completely fine, and there's nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
Yes, correct. That exact thing.
Okay. Well, I have this amazing whiteboard that I've put up here that I would love if you would add gold stars to, make sure that we're all in line with our behaviors and what we need to do.
Ah, I see. She will take them and make sure they're all like, she does patterns, but it has nothing to do with any sort of judgment. It's just like makes it like a real like nice aesthetic like pattern with them.
Looks great.
Ah, thank you. Everything is fine. And we probably don't have anything to worry about either. So don't worry then.
Do I ever worry?
No, you don't. You're very calm to be around. Intense but calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna not play with these stickers. I'm gonna do official business with these stickers. Thank you very much. And she gets like real focused on them and is not making eye contact with anybody.
Hey, Aster.
Ah! I'm doing very important business here.
Oh,
But I guess I can take a second. She puts it down, the stickers down.
I've noticed that you say there's nothing to worry about when you walk in. This is happening a lot.
Oh, well, there is nothing to worry about, and I just want everyone to be, calm, cool, and collected. Since all this stuff's happening these nights.
Most people don't start the conversation that way.
Oh,
Is there a reason something to worry about is the first thing on your mind?
No, because there's nothing to worry about. And she gets like real intense. There's nothing to worry about, and I would have no idea why there would be anything to worry about.
Did any of your sources say there might be fungus among us?
Okay, her eyes get like real big and quiet. Oh wow, you know what? It sounds like you have stuff to talk about. Stuff that I would never have experienced. Why would I experience it? That would be odd and strange, particularly for a Rose to do. So, nothing to worry on my end. But the doctor says there's something to worry about. We should listen to her.
I think during the lull in conversation, I would have tried to sketch out little bits of the premonition just to help me suss them out. But I think at this point, I'm going to turn my sketchbook over to Show Aster and be like, tell me what you see.
And she's cautious, like, if I see what I say. A drawing.
Nice.
Thank you. Just like
That
a little
is
thumbs up.
classic misdirection. You should at least see something related to your father or whatever, come on. Have you not been to therapy yet?
Maybe.
No, I haven't. Should I?
I'm not going to suggest it considering what we are, but Dr. Garcia Marquez, can you explain this fungus among us?
It's precisely that, fungus among us. They grow from dead things. I don't know what it means yet.
Are you talking about like psychotropics? Like
I can get some.
drug? If I had the tenacity or the will to, I would have done it in college, but no, psychedelics, come on. That's for hippies and weirdos. I mean, this could be a component in things. You guys all know about Dennis Leary and all that weird shit that happened in the 70s and 60s, right? Like, I mean, maybe that has to do with Megadon, right?
Hey guys, we're on the count. Like, we're coming up to the wire on job.
Yeah.
Something important. We should discuss it. So, Doctor, do you have something important we should discuss?
As of yet, this is all the illumination I have. I will devour the fungus, see if it provides any kind of trip or further illumination.
Cool, because I'm not doing that either.
I'm going to eat the paper, see if that triggers anything.
I swear, I feel like I'm back at my den, just watching the people having a really good time.
I'm getting a really good insight into drug culture now, and that's perfectly fine for me because I never got to do it. And like I have no judgment here. It's a very, very good industry. So
you
Vision
eat the
Shroom said eat
paper?
me.
So you eat the paper?
I do.
It tastes like paper. If anyone has ever eaten paper before, not speaking from experience.
I've done it. I mean,
I've done it. Yeah, it was a letter from Donald Trump. Moving on. So, it's sort of like the acidic paper, the ink, the. What were you drawing with? Colored pencil, a pen.
Pen.
The acidic acidity of these, like everything, but it's also like this doesn't provide sustenance. You're hungry, but this isn't gonna do anything for you, and eventually you will have to get rid of the paper in your system in some way, because vampire bodies don't process paper.
like a cat with a hairball.
Like a cat with a hairball.
Esther's just very happy that such a somewhat dramatic event has absolutely taken the attention off her.
Nora is just, Dr. Easter, short-term plans. Let's think about our schedule. What do you want to do?
When do we have those 5-minute meetings? I think that's top priority. We need to make sure we convince them that they have a deal in their best interest they need to get together for.
Yeah, and somebody's not eating paper in the background, so
it would be helpful if our representative of, goodwill and professionalism isn't eating paper.
True. Well, and 5-minute meetings, and this is a Zoom call, right? Or a Skype call?
Oh, you arranged one of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
If you do check your phone, Nora, using the special Outlook account created for Devos Y at Outlook.com.
Mm-hmm.
I just picked a random email provider.
No, Outlook.com is perfect for her. So,
you will notice that there's a communication chain that you've had going on between yourself and a representative from this foreign pharmaceutical company. Which I'm just going to come up with a name with right now in my masterful improv skills. I'm just gonna Satellite Argentina. That's it. I created it just now. I totally had that prepared the entire time. Satellite Argentina, which is a distributor of pharmaceuticals in specifically in the south west. I'm trying to remember where Argentina is on the map. I planned everything besides realizing where Argentina is.
Well, what's cool about Argentina is that, like many South American countries, they have a lot of psychotherapy, so that helps. Having watched that build up in the 80s.
Yes. And they do a lot of medical distributions for South America, especially of a lot of different products released in America that normally sell for hundreds of dollars. They provide the generic versions of.
Yeah, you could just, maybe take a vacation down there and get what you need.
Exactly. You come back up with a suitcase full of medications that cost pennies on the dollars to make. So, when you're making the negotiations with Satellite, you do have a 5-minute call scheduled for this evening with one of their representatives. They are going to be directly translating for you to help facilitate this with their own president of distribution. So you will be speaking to someone speaking on behalf of the president. Who has full acting authority on behalf of them. You'll also notice that if you check your Vandermeer at Outlook.com, email, which I'm hoping that these aren't people's actual emails, not that I'm just rattling things off.
No, but they're really good ones for fronts.
They're really good ones. Please don't try emailing them. As you go ahead and you check your own emails, you'll notice that you haven't gotten any you haven't gotten any messages from Isabel at all. And normally she would at least send you one cat pic a day. There's nothing.
Yeah. This is good though, I think, and I'll tell Dr. Easter, I think Isabel, I mean, she obviously has been compromised, but the idea here, I think, is to make it that way, that there should be some attention.
Right. Yes. We want some suspicion. Your inn that you worked hard to establish is out and has gone completely radio silent. Who thought that you were a friend? You're not concerned that that person is dead or that you don't have an inn anymore?
I'm not really concerned that they're dead or that we don't have an inn anymore. It's more the fact that right now in our little gambit, we're not angling for friends here. We're making enemies. Right?
Oh, definitely. We're going to have plenty of those at the end.
Yeah. So this, turn of events, maybe she was wiped so completely that she forgot most of it. I don't know. I mean, I can do that. If need comes to push comes to shove, I can absolutely make sure that you don't remember that 5-minute conversation that we had. But did she have that experience? Did she forget our long-term relationship? I would prefer it, to be honest with you. If she does, and it's going to be used against us, now that we just have to reconnoiter in a way that will make sense for us, right? Use it against them.
The wheels are already in motion.
Yes.
Dr. Alicia, while they're having this conversation, you see a friend of yours that you don't see very often, wearing a short white hair, wearing a white top hat, a nice little button-up vest, a little tail coat with a little tail piece at the end too. And they're just like, Dr. Alicia, this is just really, really boring and I really don't get it. I think we're running late. We're running late. Are we on time? Are we late? Are we late? Are we late? Are we on time? Are we late? What are we doing?
I think we think we're always late, but we're usually on time, which isn't real either way. I'm waiting for something. The mushroom said eat me.
Are you sure it wasn't a tiny little cake?
Could have been.
Everyone else is hearing this happen. They don't hear the fast talk and tailcoat, but they are hearing Dr. Alicia respond.
Was the last book that you ate Alice in Wonderland? Because
Why eat it when I live it?
oh, okay. Well, that's illuminating. I won't comment on that. I think it's a great work of literature. Are you okay right now? Are you experiencing things?
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. Are you? We do have a meeting scheduled now, and I would just like to say I'm going to hand it over to you immediately because I believe that you can speak the language of psychiatry and also whomever is on the line. Is that correct?
I can juggle the planes effectively.
Okay.
Vandemir.
All right. I'm not judging you. I'm just making sure that we're set up. Sometimes I have these conversations with people as business partners to be able to know where I'm going into a situation, just to make sure when I hand it over to you, it's perfectly fine, right?
Just 1,000-yard stare past you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she's great.
Doctor, I think she just wants to make sure you're not going to eat a book on camera.
Why would I eat a book, Aster?
Well, exactly. But, she's very business.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Do you want me to be as far away from this call as possible? I understand if so.
No, I have a setup in my office. I've got a perfectly fine computer. If you want to be in there listening in, that's great. But please don't get on camera. We're going to be me and Dr. Garcia Marquez in frame together, handing off between each other.
Okay, I can do that.
Meanwhile, sorry.
No, sorry.
Because things happen at inopportune moments. Things happen with a 10.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Double digits.
Skylar, your
Yes.
phone rings. It's a number you don't recognize.
Not unusual. Okay. Hello?
Hey, what's up? It's me. That friend you owe a favor to.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, how's it going? So, things have gotten a bit interesting, I've heard. With the market. And you know how I got you that sample?
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to run something for me.
Okay.
I have this lovely new drug that's been working on, and I'm gonna need a distributor. I've been cooking this up for a while.
Is it what are we talking about here? What kind of effect?
Oh, this will just it's kind of a tranquilizer,
Okay.
and I need someone to test it out. So I'm gonna need to stab you.
Okay, you're making two requests here.
Yeah, I need to make
For the
sure
price
it
of one.
works, and then I'm gonna need you to sell it.
You get one, not both.
Okay. You want to bring me someone to stab?
Is that the favor you're asking?
I'm giving you a choice.
I
need a test subject, and I need a test subject, and I need a distributor. You can either be one or the other. You can help me out.
all I'm saying is you have a minor favor here, and you're
Yeah.
asking a lot out of that minor favor.
Yeah, I was just hoping you'd not be smart enough to realize what I was saying.
Shame. So
I know, right?
what's the point here?
Okay. I'm calling in the favor.
For
Do you want to distribute this stuff once I figure out if it works?
what is my cut?
I'll give you 20.
How much does it usually run?
I don't know. It hasn't seen this coast yet. Apparently, it's like this big underground thing over in the west.
What's it called?
The people over in the west have been calling it something. It got the stupidest name. So I'm currently workshopping a few things. I was thinking like cold blood.
Wow, that's lame. What is it originally called?
Over in the west, it's called blue velvet.
Can I make a check to see if I know what that is?
You can certainly try. I'm going to give you intelligence and streetwise.
With my drug specialty?
No, actually, it is. I will say, nope. I will say it is considered a drug for this.
Okay. So, I need one more of those. Okay, yeah. 2 successes.
You know that Blue Velvet is the name of a club out in Chicago? and that some sort of drug could have gotten its name based off of that, but you wouldn't know exactly what it is or who the original maker of it was. You will have heard whispers of blue velvet being a tranquilizer that works on kindred.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, if that's the favor you want, then that's what we'll do. How long am I running this drug?
However long you want to run it.
Wow, this is a great favor. Okay. Fine then. Do you know where to drop it off?
I know where you do your operations. It's where I dropped off that stuff last time.
Okay. All right then.
Anyway, I will consider the favor paid off if you I will drop off a nice healthy sample of it, and whatever happens.
Oh boy, that makes me feel
Favor by
really
taking
good.
it off my hands.
I see. Okay then. Do you need me there right now or?
No. I will. You have those people walking around, right? Those people wearing those like ripped up jackets and stuff.
They wear whatever they want. Yes.
Okay, so I guess I could hand it off to one of them. Do you have a space you want me to put it in?
No, hand it off to one of them. They'll know where to put it.
Okay then.
Click.
Just on the other side of the phone. Nailed it. So.
And I get right back to relaxing, despite having just done business in Nora's house.
Do you have a conference room? I just need a second.
We're in there.
Can everyone leave first? I got business for a second.
So are you ready for your phone call? Apparently it's lightning out in Boston. This is the weather outside right now. It's just lightning storms.
That's
What my
great.
green screen's doing.
Hey, I loved it.
I think that's beautiful. It makes sense with that 10 that you just rolled. So let's keep it.
I was
It was
like,
a dark
and
how
stormy
dangerous is
night.
It's how dangerous is what she's about to hand off. Okay then. So, are you all ready for your Skype call?
Yes.
Sorry, it's a professional call. Zoom call.
Zoom call, huh? A Zoom Pro call.
Yes.
So, eventually, you have your setup. You are sent a link through the Outlook account
Mhm.
to the Zoom call. And when you open it up, it is there's two people already in there. There's a woman dressed up in her business finest. She's also wearing a pocket square. She's dressed in business finest, but it's more masculine presenting business finest. They have high cheekbones. It's very cut in and nicely. They have very tan skin. There's she is wearing the littlest of makeup, but she has sort of a resting cat face, almost, of just like the cat butt lips.
Butt lips.
And additionally on the call is a man who I actually have a picture for, so I can verbally describe him better for you guys. This character is someone you haven't seen, but you've seen pictures of him if you're Googling. He's got bright blue eyes. He has a scar running down his cheek. He has his hair pulled up like this, with a bit of sideburn action going down. His ears are a bit alfalfa-ish, sticking out. And he is just, it looks like those two had been talking a little bit beforehand. And the woman speaks up and says, "Good evening. I am speaking to Dr. Buendia.
Yes, this is Dr. Wendia.
Yes, Dr. Buendia. Your LinkedIn account looked pretty impressive. It was nice to know we were both attending the showcase of medical arts.
It was unfortunate that we missed each other while we were down there, but it's nice to know that we were both invited to the same prestigious occasion.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And is I believe Yolandi there as well?
Buenas noches.
Buenas
Hi.
It was so white. I love it.
I'll make that face like, gringo pronunciation. Bear with me.
You know I don't know Spanish. Come on.
So, it's quite serendipitous that you both were on the same call this evening. Which I am very happy to know that you both managed to connect. I was not under the impression I'd be speaking to you both at once.
Oh, I'm just here to help. Trust me. Dr. Garcia Marquez has everything that you need to know.
Buendia.
Doctor Who?
Oh, sorry.
Dr. Buendia, you know,
Buen día.
no es culpa de ella, pero sabes que llegan a ese punto donde todos los apellidos le suenan lo mismo.
Well, see.
It is less serendipity and more business acumen. You know how volatile our market can be, and the best thing to do was just to get everything pushed in as quickly as possible.
Yes, especially with the release of Sunshine being on the horizon. Pardon the what is the pun?
I see.
Gregory and I were just discussing a bit of the logistics behind the scenes. But I want to know exactly what is it you're planning to put on the table?
Well, as you are no doubt aware, Buenos Aires is right now a thriving manufacturing community, as we like to say, for up-and-coming pharmaceuticals. Now, we are lacking the manpower to mass produce, which is where you would come in providing the samples. We have already cleared things with ANFATA, our Drug Control Administration, and our clinical trials are all set to go. Fortunately, down here, the guidelines for what constitutes a successful clinical trial are rather lax, which will allow us to push through Sunshine expeditiously, as you would say. Now, we are not trying to pressure you, but Parasol is also trying to push out its own product, Arcoiris. We are hoping that this deal can go as smoothly as possible so that Sunshine could perhaps even be distributed alongside Arcoiris. What is it in English? Rainbow. Another pun.
Indeed, Dr. Buendina. It does seem that time would be of the most urgency if we are going to have a what is that word I'm looking for? What is that word for when you want something to be coinciding with another? I've made my point. And Miss DeVos, is it? You're going to be handling business sides on the other side of the border, yes?
Oh yes, I'm very schooled in PR. Yeah.
Yes, I was looking over your resume. You graduated from Harvard?
Yes, of course.
Oh yes. My nephew graduated from there as well. Class of 2013.
2013. That's amazing. As an alumni, I might have met him. What was his study?
Law.
Oh yeah, of course. course.
Yes, he's now co-head of some legal firm out there in Boston. I occasionally will visit him.
Oh, really? Do you ever come out to visit him?
Occasionally, whenever his wife needs some motherly advice.
Lovely. What's his name? Can I find out what his firm is? Because I love having referrals.
I'll send you his information after.
Please email me. Yeah, I've got plenty of people.
I have
can
your
put in-
email still.
Much
Oh.
appreciated.
I'm so sorry, Gregory. We're getting a little off track here. And Gregory speaks up for the first time, and his voice commands power. It is all right. I'm currently flying back right now, so pardon if there's any issues with buffering. And if there's any lag going on there. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, stewardess.
Gregory is apparently on a flight back to the East Coast. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm actually heading back to the office in Boston right now. We're just
Satellite doesn't get you anything that you need anymore. 5G is where it's at.
Stewardess, you told me there wasn't going to be any issues. But I don't care. I don't care if they are currently dealing with. No. You tell them that I want my goddamn 5G service right now.
Well, you tell your friend that if he needs any hookups for a good service on these flights, and I can help out with that.
It's better. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. I apologize for losing my my temper there a little bit. It's been a long few weeks out in LA. Things have been a bit crazy, so apparently there's just been a slew of business deals going on. Anyway, properly introduce myself. I am the head of I'm the president of PR over at Magadon. You may refer to me as, and I wrote down his last name multiple times, and I moved everything around on my notes, being a complete and utter genius. Plus, I'm totally not doing this for any other reason. I'm totally not holding out my phone for any other reason. So Gregory starts lagging a bit. And then he's like, please, just call me Gregory for now. And the internet should be all taken care of. Right? Stewardess? And you just hear this voice like, yes, sir. We understand completely, sir. We did upgrade your internet package for the flight free of charge, of course. We are so happy to have you on this flight today, sir. And you hear the scuffling of footsteps walking away. Eventually, he's like, yes, I was going over the proposal that was written up by our lovely team out in Argentina here. And I do have a few questions, actually. For example, your main concerns involve testing of this. What do you actually know about Magadon's testing procedures?
Well, I think I misspoke. Our concern is not so much the efficacy of the testing, rather the time it will take to push it through. We have full faith in Magadon's clean track record of producing only the highest quality pharmaceuticals.
And I'm assuming you've looked up our medical device records and how we strive for a perfect 100% in everything. Everything has to be
Would Auspex work across electronic devices?
I would say you've never tried.
I'll try it now.
Okay, then.
That's 4.
4 successes, and you're activating Sense the Unseen?
Yes.
You will...
Oh, wait. What do I roll? How many do I roll for Sense the Unseen again?
For Sense the Unseen, you roll your Wits and Auspex, which is 6 dice.
6. Okay. And then I roll +1 for my blood potency. Okay, so I only rolled 5. Let me roll 2 more real quick.
Go roll 2 more.
All right, that's 5 successes.
Okay, 5 successes with Sense the Unseen. No crits?
No.
Okay, so.
Actually, yeah, but like a singular crit, so I don't know.
No. It would be a pair, would be what you...
Okay, yeah, so no.
So. You can tell that there is blood sorcery on Gregory's person. You can't tell... No, with it, you can tell that he's warded against spirits. But he seems to be on edge about something that wisps in and out of the corner of the camera. Something that you couldn't tell was there until now.
Okay. I think I'll just note it on like a little nearby paper between myself and Nora.
Okay, so what exactly is it that you know?
I note that I sense, something troubling and swirling around Gregory and the blood sorcery.
Okay. Does Miss Vandermeer write anything back? If you do, you're muted.
I'll save this one for later.
Okay. So yes, you also with just... I know passive insight isn't a thing, but Dr. Alicia is very insightful, just naturally. You do notice that he is a bit on edge and not quite himself. And with that, he's like, so you understand that I want absolute perfection with this, right?
Absolutely. I think we expect no less from Megadon's reputation, of course, and absolute perfection will also benefit us as the how do you say, hitting the ground running for our big opening in Buenos Aires.
Yes. So the paperwork you have provided and has been provided by Argentina does look rather impressive. And upon my return to the States, once I land, I will be landing in about... He checks a monitor quickly. About 2 hours. I will be landing. I would like to meet in person to finalize things.
That would be perfect. As luck would have it, I am present here. Such was our faith in our agreement that we figured we would take the initiative.
There's a restaurant. I will have my secretary send you the details.
We're very happy to have you. It's a bit strange to have a meeting so quick, but I think both my partner and here, I'm very excited to have you. Thank you. It's amazing.
Well, as both you and our lovely representative from Satellite have said time is of the essence if we want to get this market out there. And I, for one, am proud of Sunshine and what it can do for the human population.
I've heard so much.
Yes, well, we do have an aggressive marketing technique. Like I said, everything has to be perfect. Everything needs to be fine.
You know, I've asked for materials from your company, and they have not provided anything. So,
Yeah, my personal assistant told me that there was some issues at work. He didn't give me all the details though, so I will have to ask him once I land.
bring what we can and see you in 2 hours.
Well, at least give me some time to settle in. I'm going to be grabbing my dossiers from the office. My personal assistant has created quite the files on you. Toad is a remarkable man. And then you hear the representative from Satellite saying, "Yes, I guess this is where I will depart. I will be meeting up with you again, Gregory, soon. I will leave you 3 to it." And she disconnects from the call. And it's just Gregory and you two. And he looks at both of you through the screen, and he's like, "Yes, Toad has created quite the dossier on all of you." And he hangs up.
Oh, that feigned incompetence worked really well for us, I think. Gotta go in the way that you, Come on, he knows who we are. We're not joking with him. We just have to be
You know
prepared.
what's really funny? Toad in Spanish is sapo, and that's a euphemism for narc.
Truly, yes. Makes sense. Toad is a narc. All right. God, I hate this. This is.
Hey, if your meeting is done, could you come out and have your debriefing out here?
Yeah, I'll leave it to the doctor. She's much more competent than I am at this point.
No, I want to hear both of your thoughts. I mean, I was watching, but I want to hear both of your thoughts.
Toad knows who we are. I did not expect anything different, considering that we're dealing with higher level Camarilla and Ventru. But
it was literally part of the plan. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I know. But
let me know your thoughts on the company spokespeople you met with. What did you think of Gregory?
Oh, Gregory has demons. Or a demon.
What do you mean?
Some kind of sanguine sorcery. Couldn't identify it. Ward against spirits.
What does that mean? Just speak Tremere to me. What does ward against spirits?
You're spot on. It's a Tremere magic. It is literally that. It is to protect you against, protect an object. Very paranoid people may put it on their clothing.
Oh.
And if a spirit were to try to, a ghost were to try to accost him, then it would hurt the ghost.
Gregory's definitely paranoid.
He made a ghost angry.
Maybe he's afraid of ghosts. Maybe we can use that.
Do you have any sheets, Nora?
I would be more interested in if any of Dr. Easter, have you worked with the dead at all in your craft that you?
I work almost exclusively with the dead, but not like that.
Not in any kind of like summoning, possession,
I am not
exorcism kind of way.
No. Rigor mortis, not poltergeist.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
I'm a forensic pathologist, not a necromancer.
Well, we know we have 2 hours to approach this situation in a professional way. Now that we've outed ourselves and, of course, voluntarily done this.
Yep. And they have set the meeting place, which is not what I expected. We'll need to find out that information the moment you get that email. And Skylar, you want to go with me to scout the place out and maybe see if we can plant some cameras?
Sure.
It'd be really nice if we could get a good, clean audio recording of the conversation when it happens without
Okay.
having to bug one of our people.
Yeah. Do you mind if we stop over at my place real quick?
Sure.
Cool.
And with the ding, Nora's phone goes off with an email. It is both an address in Boston to a restaurant, but also an address in Boston to a law firm.
Yes.
The law firm is for Smith, Johnson, and Smith. And the restaurant is actually a popular one in Boston that I will probably butcher the pronunciation of, because I'm not sure if it's Mooncussers or Mooncousers or probably I don't.
Stay with a Boston accent. That's how it is.
Yeah, let me try. I know someone last stream was asking me to do a Boston accent. I need to pronounce extenuate the as.
Justice.
You park the
Yeah, there
car
you
in
go,
the
yeah.
Harvard yard. Am I close? Harvard. There
However
it
you
is.
however you pronounce it is the correct way for this story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no rules.
Darkest Bostonian accents don't exist. We don't need to deal with that.
Mooncusser.
Well,
They don't have that accent in the World of Darkness. It's fine.
No. No, we are all speaking with a Boston accent
this
in
is
this
a
world.
Boston accent.
Anywho,
Okay, so, you two. So we have team scout out the restaurant, and we have team prep for the meeting, and we have team. Let me go get my drugs first.
Always.
Aster would actually offer to go to the restaurant. She's like, I do, know some. I can actually walk into a place and not like instantly looks at Skylar. Like wig people out a little or make them a little suspicious.
You know,
So,
Aster, this is a non-professional venture as much as we set it up, so feel free to join me. I would love to have your energy.
Oh, okay.
What do you say, Dr. Garcia Marquez?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, I can be competent.
I believe it. You got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
I believe in you.
for how long?
Oh boy. Well, we'll find out.
Wow.
I'll set a timer.
Yeah, we'll do it a couple times, and I can tell you how competent I can be for how long. People haven't asked me to try to be competent in like a while. So I'm just it's old muscles. I'm just stretching old muscles. That's all.
I too can sit this out if you prefer. I can.
Oh no, I have to be involved. We're all in this.
Oh, I know we're all in this. It's mostly about who can do, I guess, maybe the most damage to our reputation. Not saying you will do it, but
I feel like I'm slightly sensitive about making a mistake and being bad for people's reputation. I think I
do
should be
that too.
honest with you. Okay.
okay, all right. Dr. Easter, are you going to be front-facing in this?
No. My
Okay.
preference would be to. Sorry. My preference would be to try to keep an eye on everything that's going on so that I can come in to assist where it's needed.
Mm.
So if I need to adopt a completely different persona to show up and try to get people out of hot water, then I'll have that option.
Okay, you're the person that comes in to deflect and distract if things go bad. All right.
Yeah. More like
I'm
more like
Another
the-
magician behind the curtain.
Well, we already have been wearing earpieces this whole time. I would like to know if Mr. Toad, or whatever his name is out on the street, because I'm sure we're going to be watched and have probably a security detail outside. I mean,
Oh, that reminds me. Did you complete hiring our security detail?
that was a plan. Yes, but if I
Did you
have
go
not
with-
yet rolled for it.
Did you go with
textually.
Skylar's friends?
So this is your options. You can have you were considering hiring Skylar's people who protects his place, or you could try to hire trained professionals using resources.
Well, Nora is going to be immediately on the phone. With a 2-hour window, that's a very expensive price point for actually a detail. I think just based in my willingness to get really super involved in the situation, I would defer to Skylar as the expert in this area and say that I have the full potential of my own resources to add to your. Again, I don't want them to look professional or maybe act professional, but just show up on time. I'm sure you can manage that.
Yeah, I can get them there on the spot. And if we're fine that they're just going to be thugging it, then yeah.
I mean, they have windbreakers, right? I
Sure.
heard Dr. Easter made those and asked
Yeah.
to put those together as well.
We'll use the black ones.
Yeah.
Navy blue with yellow letters is the standard issue.
Aster would have put detail work into the boring ones that she brought in a garbage bag, and then she did bring the pink bedazzled ones, but no one's going. That's okay. They don't go bad. They stay fine.
They don't go bad.
They don't go bad.
Don't go bad.
I don't think there's an expiration date on bedazzlement, but that is very useful, and I appreciate that. Just tell them to wear all black and to show up.
The plan
Make sure
is
they're not late. We need the card guards in hand, preferably a set of clubs.
Is this the lawyer's office or the restaurant?
The meeting is
Restaurant.
going to be taking place in the restaurant.
the security is not to be for the restaurant. The security is for disguising them as FBI for the raid on the business on the day of the release.
Yeah, but they can do a rehearsal run tonight.
They can tear up a building real quick. No worries there.
Okay, we don't want to do that tonight. We need this meeting to go off without a hitch.
All
Sure.
right, so no security, no nothing. We're just going in straight with a guy that knows us and knows what's going on. All right, okay.
Right.
All right, we'll
With a couple
manage
of us
this in a
going ahead of time to try to
political way.
plant some cameras and mics. The plan for the security is that Ms. Vandermeer is going to hire Skylar's street scouts. Aster is going to provide them the outfits. I'm going to provide them with badges and vehicles, and they will be the fake feds for the bust on the day of the release. Does that make sense?
It does, and it has made sense the whole time. I'm just worried about the meeting.
Okay, for the meeting, we just play it social.
Okay, can do. So I'm changing my phone call situation to, I would like to try at least do a short, not short term, but like a, can I roll for information on Gregory, at least in terms of knowing a little bit more about who he runs with besides the usuals that we know?
That is perfectly fine. You
Thank
can
you.
roll a wits and streetwise or wits and politics. Now, as a fun reminder, you can spend willpower to re-roll up to 3 of your non-hunger dice. Additionally, you can rouse, which is like making a hunger roll. Only with it, you get to add dice to your dice pool based.
That is 4 successes out of 4.
Okay, then.
Nice.
So, with your 4 successes, you know that Gregory's from the. Are you looking at the political side of things or the streetwise side of things?
The venture side of things. Politics
was-
is here.
He was from the war. Like, he was part of the Sabat Camarilla War that took place. he was responsible for funding a lot of different counter operation missions, trying to dissuade. He would be the type of person to send the police after a Sabbat warehouse to take them out. He's the type of person who would call the Second Inquisition on you.
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you so much.
Top tier narc.
Ugh, the worst.
I come from narc culture, respect it. But
No.
this is beyond the pale. Like, he's an absolute
No.
asshole. Let's take him down.
This is a drip I will not respect.
No,
No.
we don't respect this drip. I understand that reference.
So yes, you are aware that this is someone who is willing to use political power and contacts to eliminate his enemies socially. So, does anyone have anything they wish to do before venturing off into their respective areas?
Aster is just going to just look over at the going into a fancy dining place team and just assess their outfits kind of like through the corner of her eye and see if that looks like the kind of thing you would wear there. Or to her discerning Toreador eyes.
So why don't you describe to Aster what it is you are wearing tonight?
I'm wearing a tactical turtleneck in a slightly darker black with a white blazer over it with floral designs. And then just a big, long, flowy skirt type thing.
Should we go business or should we go party? What do you think, Aster?
Well, the doctor is good because if you wear your doctor coat, it goes with anything.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's very the right aesthetic. Okay, so you want business, but with a little flirt in it, like soft business.
Or it's a question of what do you think? Should I be more incompetent or should I be competent tonight? What do you think, Dr. Easter? What do you think? Competency, is that on the frame here? Is our coterie going to be called out by the fact that we are?
Or do we just swerve into our own natural incompetence and don't try to force it?
I think that we might not need any assistance at that.
Thank you. All right.
Ooh, might be a burn.
I think that it is more important to appear confident for the other side of this deal, not just for Gregory. It's fine if he assumes we are incompetent. That's actually how we want it. But we need to be maintaining professionalism for the Argentinians.
A blazer. That's it. We're going to go with that.
Blazer is the answer to almost everything.
Aster, feel free to dip into the closet. And I have quite a nice jewelry collection, but you notice it's very much from the 90s.
Wait, I'm going to dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she like runs over to the closet and you hear quite a lot of activity. Just like rustling and maybe almost like a burrowing. But she comes out with actually like a blazer that fits her quite well. It's you didn't know you had a pink one, but you had a pink one in there.
I definitely had a pink one. It was like a rose color. It probably came out in like 1992. So.
Oh yeah. No, this fashion sense actually fits her very well. Yeah, and a nice pair of slacks and some sensible little like white heels. And first she has like all your pearls on, but then she like looks in the mirror and does the whole, oh, you're right, you take off a couple before you go.
Yeah, you only really want like long set is perfectly fine. Don't do up close. That's a little too marmy. Let's not do that. All right, we're good. We're ready.
Yes. She's very her, but very acceptable. Like it's she knows how to put together an outfit.
I'm proud of you. All right, ladies, we're ready for the ball. All right.
Well, I'm not dressed for a ball. Oh, metaphor. I got you.
Yeah.
So coming out of Nora's bedroom closet, you Dr. Jackson and Skylar see 3 suitably dressed kindred of the night. Nora wearing her blazer as the tactical answer to all your political dressing needs. Aster wearing the pink polished rose look while having to come with, and Dr. Alicia wearing their ensemble of both medical but practical clothing.
Nice.
I think that'll do.
Y'all are by far the most well-dressed people I've ever been around in a while.
I feel like that's not a very high
Isn't-
bar.
Charlie's Angels kind of a thing. I'm just thinking of this. I don't know. Is that still a thing? Huh.
Doctor, I guess that makes you Bosley.
I don't think he appreciated that joke as much as I do. I appreciate that. Okay. All right.
So
One day I'll be Charlie.
I think Morgan's Charlie.
That's a
Aw.
shame.
Now he really wants to be Charlie.
I
All
will
right.
check my reflection on one of the many mirrors I assume Nora has before we leave.
mm-hmm.
Hey,
And I'm
Scott,
going to give it a quick love tap because only if it's cracked can I see my reflection.
No, because
Bang.
this can go horribly hilarious.
It's just a love tap.
You just want to roll just a simple strength check for me. Just strength.
Just
No skills.
strength, or can I add brawl to it?
Nora definitely has
want
floor to
to add
ceiling
brawl
mirror
to it.
closet. That's fine.
I'm gonna add brawl to it. This is a precision strike. I have to bop my mirror self in the snoot to make sure she doesn't interfere in the heist.
Okay.
hey, Skylar,
Yeah.
can you drive?
Yeah.
Do you have Wi-Fi at your place?
Yeah.
That's 4 successes.
Your love tap. Just cracking alongside the mirror and to its edges, like a little piece falls out though. But it's a beautiful cracking of the mirror. It's almost elegant in its spider-like design, encasing your image.
All right, good to go.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not going to charge you for that, but I will say aesthetically it's pleasing. I might, you can take that home later. I'll have somebody ship it to your office.
So, we have Team Restaurant and Team Medical Van. I'm not good at these team names. You guys need to come up with your own team names from now on.
Team Angels and Team...
There you go.
Bosley.
Bosley, yeah.
So, Team Angels and Team Bosley. Which one of you wants to go first?
I think chronologically we should go first because
Yeah.
we need to try to.
True.
plan what the rest of them
You
do.
guys are going to be setting up the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, Team Bosley, which I want to call Bonsley because it's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, Team Pokemon.
Great.
You are making your way back to Skylar's Haven. Is there anything either of you wish to do on your way?
Yes, I am on a computer in the passenger seat,
Mhm.
trying to see if I can, like while we're hitting random cell phone towers, to see if I can hack back into the Magadon computer system. My intention is to try to get through their network, get root access that would let me get onto G's computer. Now that we know he's on his way back into town, I want to plant the alert notification software that I had written for his computer.
So, if you want to, you can roll an intelligence and technology with your relevant specialty.
I would love to.
That rhymed, and I didn't mean it to. Also, sorry if you hear a squealing noise in the background. That's a potato.
I have 4 successes.
4 successes. With the substantial DC decrease of your from your previous hacking, you managed to get in and get through to create the root drive. You simply just need to point and tell your computer where you want to go on the network.
That's fantastic. I'm looking for Gregory's computer specifically so that I can plant software that will send me alerts when like when his phone connects to his Wi-Fi, like when he's in his office, especially if he's on any financial sites. My goal here is to see if I can get any financial information about him.
Okay. So as you pinpoint it, his laptop is connected to the VPN to access his work network. So you are able to get access to his laptop while he is still in the air.
Yes.
But will lose access once he no longer has a service.
So like only while his computer is online?
Yes.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Not only because this will also help you sort of cover up your tracks a little bit, because it'll be a little bit harder to track someone connected using this to this rather than a straight shot.
Right. That's perfect. So it'll be like a background service that kicks on when his computer connects to the internet.
And you are able to initiate the run of your program to ping you.
Excellent.
Whether or not it fully installs, you are not sure from your end. It looks like it's gone through.
Okay, cool.
Also, you know that compulsion we talked about? It's acting up now.
You made lightning happen.
That worked.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm no longer confident that it was a good enough job. I've got to make sure. I'm going to try to send a fake test through my own VPN connection that will send me a notification so that I can confirm my software installed.
Make another intelligence and technology roll. However, -1 die.
Can it be the hunger die?
No.
On it. Just no.
3 successes.
3 successes. So, as you are sending yourself the test alerts, ding, your phone goes off with a notification.
Yes. Okay.
Do you open up the notification?
Yes.
You open it up and it's just test. Test. It seems to be looping.
Deleting it.
Okay. It's gone. Your phone stops vibrating.
I guess I'm going to keep working on that.
Okay.
Now I am focused on creating a successful test.
You want to do one more intelligence and technology roll?
I have to.
Yep.
It has to be perfect. 3 successes.
Okay. You can choose to rouse your intelligence to add an extra. Rousing is when you use.
Can I choose to use Blood of Potency?
You can.
If I'm going to rouse anyway.
Yes. And this would increase your blood potency to
2.
2. So you, yep.
Does that mean that does something, right?
Increasing your blood potency to 2 will mean when you rouse to increase to increase one of your attributes, you will still add a singular die. However, you do get to add an additional die to any level 1 discipline that you have. So, for example, if you roll for Sense the Unseen, you would have an extra die for the rest of the night.
Okay, gotcha. I failed my rouse check for Blood of Potency.
So you increase your hunger.
My hunger goes up. Okay.
Yes.
And then I would also like to rouse my intelligence.
Go for it.
Okay.
Is there like frantic hacker mans happening in my passenger seat right now?
Yes.
It literally is the hacker man.
Trench coat, everything.
I failed my rouse check for intelligence.
You still get to add the die.
Okay. And my hunger goes up.
Okay, but your hunger does not go up until after this roll.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. And then am I still at a -1 penalty?
Yes.
Okay. Two successes. It did not help me.
Willpower.
Spend a willpower.
Do it.
Okay, spending a willpower. My God, this has to be perfect.
You're the chosen one.
Yes. We believe in you.
I'm just
Hack
like,
the
what the
Gisbin."
hell, man?
Even the me that believes in you. Yours is the blood potency that will pierce the heavens.
2
Yeah.
10s and a 7, so 5 more successes.
Oh my
Gnarly.
god.
Your phone makes that noise as a successful test runs through.
Okay. Fuck, I'm hungry.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how hungry are you?
3.
Okay.
But that was a perfect test.
Was it that necessary to freak out in my car about it?
Apparently.
Okay, man. Maybe there's some people lurking around my place we can get you fed up on.
Okay. Sure.
So,
Were they on drugs?
Hopefully you have some blood bags hanging around.
so as you make it to Skylar's Haven, one of Skylar's bodyguards was like, does approach the. Are you driving Skylar's vehicle or Dr. Easter's vehicle?
We're driving the pickup truck.
So yeah, they recognize your vehicle right away, and one of them walks up and just goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, some little miss came by and dropped a bag off for you."
Yeah, I thought it would. Did you put it in the spot?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh no. Do I need to give you a moment?
Just hold this.
Okay.
I'm not
Oh.
bleeding. It hurts, but I'm not bleeding.
Okay. Do we need to take a break?
Now we're good. We've got 5 more minutes till our break. I can hold this
Okay.
for 5 minutes.
Okay. All right then.
Power of live TV.
Tonight when I get back, gather all the boys up. We're gonna choose one of you to be a lieutenant because we got a big job for you guys.
Understood, sir. Lil Miss also sent you a message.
Another one?
She just simply said, "Don't trust a kindred."
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know what she meant. She sounded a bit.
Oh yeah, undoubtedly. She's on her own product, I'm sure. All right then. Thanks for the heads up. Just keep a really clear eye out tonight.
Understood, sir.
Please
yeah,
stop calling me sir. Dude, come on.
Sorry, I'm coming down.
Okay. We'll get you something later.
Okay. And so yes, the bag of stuff will be exactly where you've instructed them to put it.
That's gonna be niched into my hidden armory area.
Mhm.
Because I am also getting my gun from my hidden armory.
So do you want to describe to Dr. Easter what he sees?
We are in a parking lot of a large theater house. It is clearly run down. The windows are boarded over. It looks like a shithole. But it has a full roof. Like once we get inside, if you do come inside, he doesn't tell you can't. There is all the seats are out. There might be people hanging out in some of those seats enjoying their ride.
I think my curiosity would get the best of me, and I would need to come inside.
Yeah, it is a full rundown theater that is being repurposed into a drug den for people to actually enjoy while in the theater. But it's huge. It could definitely fit a lot of people and things if necessary. He'll lead you into the back towards one of the changing rooms that has been repurposed into a full laboratory. And it's currently bubbling away.
Now, you retrieved a prescription bottle from Isabel when you took her purse and
Indeed.
assaulted her. What did you do with the sunshine?
I'd like to have tested one.
Okay, then. Do you want to roll a intelligence and science? You can include drugs.
I will. Well, could I include chemistry since that's what I
Yes,
took?
I just guessed it was under drugs. Just every specialty performance, drugs. Firearms, drugs.
Firearms, drugs. Okay.
Yeah, the famous drug gun.
I have a critical success. I have a normal success and another normal success. So what is that?
So you have 110,
I have 2 10s.
2 10s, so that's 4 successes, and how many regulars?
2. So 6.
6 successes. I had to
Yeah.
pull out the extra hand for this one. So with 6 successes, testing out sunshine, you realize that as you're testing this, some of your, especially with your knowledge of how thin blood alchemy works, this is a thin blood made drug.
To what effect?
It makes humans more susceptible to kindred abilities.
Could I remanufacture this now that I know of it?
With that many successes, unfortunately, you cannot. You find that some of the stuff is outside of your realm of knowledge of what thin blood alchemy can do.
Do I have more that I could test later to try to figure it out?
You have a prescription bottle's worth, but Isabel had taken the majority of it. You have 5 pills remaining.
Excuse me. Are you troubled because you don't know what it is or because you do know what it is?
I know mostly what it is. This is stuff I can do as what I am. What's weird is that other people can take it and get effects from it.
So what? So with what you normally can do, you mean as a kindred?
As a thin blood? You've not seen what I can do, have you?
No. But normally it only affects you?
Yeah, normally I have to do it to myself because it works with my blood. But this stuff, normal people can take it and be more affected again by kindred stuff.
Huh? Like be weaker against kindred.
Like, let's say Nora's mind wuju shit. She could be more effective against people who are on this drug.
All right, that sounds terrible. How does it work to make people feel happier? Is that just a placebo?
Is there any upper in this?
There is.
Yeah, there's some basic uppers in here to make people feel a little bit better.
Huh. Anything addictive?
Oh, undoubtedly. My blood's in my stuff.
Anything dangerous?
Yes, my blood is in my stuff. I would imagine the blood of whomever is in
No,
this
I mean,
stuff.
Like potentially lethal to mortals.
It
Is
is
it?
not.
It can't be OD'd on.
You can have adverse side effects from overtaking it, but you do not believe it could directly lead to death.
This isn't going to kill you if you pop like 10 of them. This is just you'll feel really bad, but nah, it's not going to kill you.
Okay, then turning this into evidence for the class action lawsuit or to use against the FDA is probably not going to be nearly as fruitful, but maybe this will work even better for our evidence for the Camarilla.
Oh, undoubtedly. This is at least saying that there is a thin blood involved, and if I know anything about the Camarilla and thin blood, that's a hunt.
All right, we can use that. Do you have anything else you need to do here, or can we get on?
Yes. Do you need to feed?
It'd probably be good.
Good. Are there any people hanging out, Michelle?
You have some of your clients who are enjoying the ride.
Okay. Yeah, I got some people in the seats over there. I've tried to think of something witty. I can't. They'll be good for a top off. I'm probably going to join you here in a moment. I need to fix some more of my stuff for me and then go hit up.
Right. All right. We're on the clock, so
yeah, I'll be hopefully very quickly. Do I have the ability to crank out some thin blood alchemy real quick?
I will say yes.
Okay, I'd like to make far reach using the fixatio method again.
Okay.
Which means...
And I guess I'm going to go hunt.
Okay, then. So you do have those people who are sitting. They don't seem to notice you.
I don't want those people.
Come on, man. They're right there, ready.
Take the edge off.
Okay. I'd like to see if I can find anyone else around that I can maybe run like a doctor needs a blood sample con on or something.
You do know that some of his, at least one of his men who is outside is coming down from his high right now.
That sounds better. Let's start there.
So it is the same guy you were talking to when you were in the pickup truck on your way in.
Okay.
Intelligence and alchemy.
You want a doggy bag, not a trip?
Now, word of advice as you are at blood potency 2, bagged blood will slake only half your hunger for the rest of the night.
Oh, this isn't going to be bagged blood.
You're going directly tap? Okay, then. So yes, you approach the guard who is just like, oh, is Skylar all set?
Yeah, he's making progress. Listen, he said he was concerned about you, and I'm a doctor, so if you don't mind, I volunteered to check you out.
Man, my pecs are like right here.
You got a
I got some
himbo.
real chads.
Congratulations, you got a himbo.
Do you want to show me someplace private?
I can show you someplace private.
Good God.
Good.
Yeah, we're not.
As he leads you to the alleyway nearby, I'm assuming you're going to take initiative.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab him.
Okay, then. You want to roll your strength and your brawl?
Sure.
This is now a himbo dating simulator.
I rolled 2 for the fixatio method, by the way. 2
That
successes.
is 1 success.
Boy.
This is not my strong suit. I'm relying on the element of surprise here.
He rolled 2 successes out of 2
Okay.
dice. So he does like he's like, whoa man, whoa. You at least take me out to dinner first before you start kissing me on the neck like that.
How about dinner after?
Fine, but there's this really nice burger place like down the street that I just love. And
Cool, just biting his neck.
he's gonna be willing to accept neck kisses now.
Neck
Cool.
kisses.
Biting his neck.
How much do you take from him?
Enough to bring my hunger down by 2. How much is that?
So in taking that much blood, human blood directly from the tap will actually here it is. There's an entire chart on feeding that I covered up with a post-it note about how wonderful you guys are.
I never bothered to learn anything about feeding because my character is a dirty bagger.
So
I judge you for it.
You should.
you
It's
are
disgusting.
able to drink 2 hunger from him without harming him anymore.
That's fantastic.
And
And then
you
I'm
would
just
need-
handing him a $50 bill and walking away. Well, I mean, licking the wound.
You're supporting our.
Very well then.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, I'm saying you're supporting our sex work here in Boston, and I'm really proud of you.
Support your
work.
local blood banks.
They work hard for that money.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about dinner and working hard, I think this is a wonderful time to take a break.
Yes.
So everybody
Excellent.
can go sate their hunger. And- And welcome back to Boston by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 live play. Where we left off, we've split off into two teams, Team Charlie's Angels and Team Bosley. Team Bosley has just discovered the effects of sunshine, a drug pioneered by the Magadon Corporation to allow for magic of being live as that stuff happens. Cool.
MC, you're still live.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out everything that's going on right now.
There we go.
The magic of being live is you don't know what happens next. So, as we were leaving off, Team Bosley had just figured out that this drug pioneered by now I sound like a Malkavian because nobody could hear the fact I was talking to someone. Great. I'm going crazy. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties.
We're back.
We're back. Where we left off, our coteries Team Bosley had figured out that the drug pioneered by Magadon was allowing humans to be more susceptible to kindred disciplines. This would allow people who have such abilities like dominating presence to be able to manipulate the minds of kindred with these abilities to manipulate the minds of humans very easily. They also realized that this was a thin blood created alchemy creation, a such recipe that is unknown to our current thin blood in our coterie. Meanwhile, Dr. Jackson has proven once again that sex work is work. And
That's
we'll
right.
leave it at that. So,
It's a respectable trade.
Team Bosley, where are you heading off to next?
Well, before we go, I'd like to feed myself.
Okay.
And I'm specifically looking for somebody that's tripping.
You have plenty of options.
I would prefer if somebody is tripping on. Hold on, I'm bringing that up real quick. Alcohol, like they're getting way smashed.
Okay then. So you do know one of your clients does enjoy mixing a cocktail with a cocktail,
Good.
and you as they're mixing the cocktail with the cocktail, they are completely susceptible to whatever method. Therefore, you are required to use to feed on them.
Well, I will offer them that I can get them something a little bit stronger in the back, if they're willing to, come with me, since it's my place.
Yeah. Do I have to pay?
No, this is on the house. I want to see how good it how it runs.
Oh, okay. And he goes with you?
And once we're in the back, preferably in the postern area,
Mhm.
I'm going to take advantage of this poor man and smash him up against the wall so I can cut open a vein.
Nip him in the postern.
And he just And where do you decide to slishy slash?
I'd say the underarm.
Okay. So it's really easy for you to get access to the vein. He is pretty much defenseless in this state. I am not even going to have you roll for it
Cool.
because I'm using the half dice pool opting, where it's because you are so good at this one particular thing, and this guy is such disadvantage due to his drunken state that it's technically you succeed.
Okay, I'll take it. And yeah, I'd like to feed 2 hunger worth off of him.
You do know as you're taking the first dot that to take 2 could potentially be dangerous for him in this state. Do you still choose to take 2?
No, I don't kill people.
So you do take 1 and rolling from the die of mystery. Now I'm just gonna check to make sure you don't already have this, because if so, I have to re-roll.
If it's obfuscate, I have it.
Yeah. So instead, you get the first dot of fortitude,
Excellent.
which makes sense because he's been drinking.
So I'm also a functional addict.
Mhm.
And so the negative turns into a positive, I believe. Is that right?
Because being a functional addict, we're gonna open up the rules. Meanwhile, while I'm quickly looking this up. Oh, this is something I should post a note anyway, because I didn't know this. It was just a page I didn't know existed. These books are amazing because you never know what you're gonna find. And it's particularly functioning addict.
High functioning addict, yeah.
High functioning addict. Page 180. You had 1 died any category was on your. Is alcohol your drug?
It is one of my drugs. Cocaine is the other one.
Okay then. So yes, I will say that you do get that positive.
Excellent. All right then. And I'm down to 2 hunger. Okay. So yeah, that's all I needed. I will kick him out the postern. It's his problem now. And I will head back to where Dr. Easter is enjoying himself.
Okay then. So you see Dr. Easter walking out of the alleyway.
Hey Doc, how you feeling?
I think we're still on the clock.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, let's go.
After you. And I'll get in the truck and we'll head off.
Okay. So the you guys are heading off to any place in particular, or are you heading straight to the restaurant?
I think we're good for the restaurant now.
Yeah.
Okay then. So the Moon Bar, located below Mooncussers, is where is the address in which you were sent. This place, located in a bustling intersection of Boston, right across from it's right near a lot of local hotels, but it's also near where they host the auto shows every year. This place is hustling and bustling. There's tourist college kids, a lot of college kids, way too many college kids. It's a Saturday night. There are way too many college kids. Everybody's having fun. They're having a good time. Dr. Jackson, I'm going to make a roll for you.
Okay.
Just going to make sure I'm rolling the right. Okay, then. You're at hunger 1, so I'm using 1 hunger die for you.
Wow, glad I fed.
And, huh?
Was that?
He's glad you fed.
Oh yeah, glad I fed.
Also, I am using a Tremere die for the hunger die.
I'm sorry.
I'm using a Tremere die for the hunger die.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I'm giving you options. I rolled a messy crit.
Oh, on my 1 hunger die?
Yeah, because it's if it pairs with anything. Well, no, is it? Yep.
Hmm?
if this is a 10, I
don't
rolled
even know what
3
the roll
10s.
was.
I rolled 3 10s.
Okay.
So I rolled you a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 successes
As a messy
Okay.
crit.
as a messy crit. You have options.
Okay. What? I don't know what just happened. What are these successes for?
This is a sense the unseen roll.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds important that I do that.
This is what is known as a secret test. I rolled on your behalf,
Okay.
but because it is a messy crit, I'm giving you options. You can choose to fail. You could inadvertently cause a masquerade breach, or you could succeed at a cost that will happen in the future.
It's very important for me to know. I think I would succeed at a cost.
Okay, then. So, the second sight, the ability to see things that aren't there, comes naturally for some. And to them, sometimes it just works. Clan Malkavian uses to see things on a different spectrum, but other clans have access to this discipline, such as Clan Tremere. As you look around, you see varying Nosferatu in the streets, but you also see specters, ghosts of Bostonian past. Boston, being ripe with history, is just a spectral playground in some places, especially crossroads like this one. You do not see any blood sorcery unless you are carrying any on your person, which I believe you aren't. You carrying some blood sorcery on your person?
I was hoping that we worked out. We had discussed in between games, working out handing those out to the other people.
I will say whoever consents to having a little piece of blood sorcery on their person, a bloodstone, whoever consents to it, will have one, and you'll have any extras for those who didn't.
Okay.
Up until now, I probably wouldn't have taken one because I didn't want to be tracked.
I'm sorry, there's some loud noises occurring outside that I don't quite understand. So, you also see there is no other blood sorcery around, so there's no wards, no nothing like that. There is, like I said, varying Nosferatu keeping their eyes on things, keeping their eyes on places. You'll also notice the specters.
Right.
I wouldn't say you've noticed anything else supernatural, but you will know that this place is definitely spooky, scary in terms of there's normally like, oh, it's normal for like a place to have like a ghost. This is almost like a gathering point for spirits.
Okay. Okay.
And the Nosferatu haven't noticed that you noticed them.
Perfect.
Okay, then. Do you relay this information?
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna. Hey, Skylar, do you have your earpiece on?
Yeah.
This place is being watched. There are Nosferatu around, and there are also quite a lot of ghosts.
Pardon? Ghosts?
Yeah, ghosts. Yes, like old Bostonians, like the deceased.
Is that a problem? Is that
I
normal?
don't know. I don't know. I know that there may be people in town who use them as agents. I know that it's something that Gregory is specifically afraid of. Maybe there's a reason.
Huh.
I
Are
will
the
say that
go ahead.
you're Mike. I'll just say we are quite close to Trinity Church.
It's true. Maybe there's a big graveyard. Do they have a cemetery?
As far as I know off the top, it does now. I don't, even if real Bostonian Trinity Church doesn't have a cemetery, it does now. It does now, and it does. My resident Bostonian has explained to me, yes, it does.
I don't think the Nosferatu have recognized us yet.
Well, then I think we should just finish our plan and warn
Yes.
the others once they arrive.
That's why I'm using the earpieces. I'm hoping they're listening. Anybody
enough.
listening?
Oh, definitely.
Could I roll a cult to see how normal this much of a gathering is? Ghosty
Yes, if you
ghosts?
want to roll wits occult or
Sure.
intelligence occult.
I'll go for wits.
I had no idea ghosts were a thing prior to today.
Welcome to the weird, friend.
Oh, yeah, someone should probably tell you. So we're vampires?
Shut up.
Okay.
See if I'll let you feed at my haven again. Jeez.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes. You'll know that one ghost is a haunting, more than one ghost is weird.
But having been around this area, I assume, is this like out of the ordinary?
Places that were like battlegrounds or closely connected to major events would be haunted far more than, say, your average run-of-the-mill murder scene. So this location must have held some significance in some point in history.
Okay.
Or there's just a lot of ghosts here for no reason.
Yeah, that seems likely.
I mean, Boston, it's old enough. There will be ghosts. I just don't, truck with that.
Well, Dr. Easter, regardless of our unintended guests, should we get this underway?
Yes. Heading for the restaurant.
The restaurant does seem to have a hustle and bustle even this early in the evening. There does seem to be some sort of like informal dress code where it's like they don't have anything posted, but people do look kind of nice to get in.
Good job, ladies.
Just a question out of character.
Yes.
Are Skylar and Dr. Easter going ahead before us to plant things?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they'll give us and then we are going to arrive at the time of the meeting, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. But we're on earpieces so we can hear.
Yes. You're on
Yes.
earpieces so you can hear, commentate, laugh, enjoy,
Okay,
be
thank
sad, mad, be confused as ghosts.
Dr. Easter, it's probably best if I handle the perimeter stuff if you want to handle the inside stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
What kind of are these, like just stick to the wall sort of thing?
Yeah, yes. It's has a here. I'm going to show him a little square box that has a camera lens on one side and a tiny antenna. It's like it has a watch battery inside. It's only good for a few hours.
Okay. Give me
And
my
it's like a little sticky little piece of plastic you peel off the back and you can stick it to something.
okay. Give me mine and let's get started.
Okay, then. So it is in the middle of a crossroads, so it's sort of shaped like this. So there aren't any alleyways. Everything is sidewalk or road. But if you want to, I'm going to give you dexterity and stealth to try to place these things nonchalantly, but also in places where they will be nonchalant.
So I wanted to, in conjunction with that, use the far reach potion I just made to put them in even more obscure areas.
Okay, then. I believe it just works unless someone's fighting you and nobody is fighting you.
Right, and it's, I believe, a rouse check.
Yes, it is a rouse check to activate.
Okay.
I failed that, so I'm a little hungrier.
So as you're just activating this brew, come on, man. We could have had our fill. We could have had all of that guy. Like, he was willing, he was able. We could have had all of him.
There's more guys like that, man. We got to focus right now. We got shit to do. Then we'll go crazy.
Okay then.
Is he talking out loud?
Yeah.
He's mumbling to
anything
himself.
you would-
Is everything okay?
It's fine. Fine. Just the stuff has side effects, but it's fine.
Right. I would like to rouse my dexterity,
You may.
and I did succeed this time.
So you remain at hunger 1.
I have 2 successes on the dex stealth.
Okay. So
Is that
Dr.
just going to
East.
be as we walk around the whole place?
Okay. So Skylar, how many did you get?
2.
Okay. So with your far reach, it's much easier for you to get into non-conspicuous places, Skylar, than it is for Dr. Easter. Dr. Easter, are you doing outside or inside?
Inside.
So you aren't stopped at the door for anything, though there is a waitress there. There's a hostess there, actually, not a waitress. A hostess who's just like, oh, hi, can I help you?
I'm just going to flash my medical examiner badge very briefly and say, I'm just here for a quick inspection for the city. I'll be out of here in moments.
Oh, we weren't expecting an inspection. Normally you
It's
call-
more of a follow-up. This isn't the official inspection. That comes soon. Wink.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just letting the right people know.
Okay.
I'll be right out.
Should I go get my manager? Do I need to get my manager?
No, that defeats the purpose of the inspection. Just wait for me. I'll be right out.
Okay, but don't go. No.
I'm walking on.
Okay. She doesn't quite know what to do with the fact that you just walked in, flashed a badge, and walking over the place. She does seem to turn on her phone, and she's sending a quick message, and then puts it down.
Good enough.
But you are working on, like, you put like one in a plant. You're trying to find nice and conspicuous, but it's just it's a bit more difficult for you to reach stuff
So
without.
The main thing that I'm looking for is where I think a group this size will be sat, and then placing cameras accordingly.
Can I have you
Thank
roll your
you.
wits and awareness?
One success.
Got that willpower.
You
man.
realize there's a sign that says closed for a private function?
Perfect. Going that way.
Okay. But yes, it is a bit more difficult for you to reach more inconspicuous places. The DC to spot these will be a little bit lower compared to the ones outside, but you are able to do it.
Okay. Just doing my best to make them as inconspicuous as possible. The corners of painting frames, stuff like that.
You do find memorabilia like that around paintings. You do find some light areas you could
Stuck
just
to
pop that in there.
a exit sign or an emergency light,
Yes.
like where it doesn't look out of place.
And like you can like do it like near the corner where the staircase to go upstairs is. Upstairs is like the restaurant proper. You're in like the bar area.
Okay.
But the bar area has a bunch of seating and is what's going to be open much later into the evening than a restaurant.
Could I make an argument for making it more like a intelligence stealth to find smart places to put it?
I will allow it.
Okay, that would give me 2 more dice.
You can have your 2 more dice.
Yay!
Who says I can't be nice?
2 more successes.
Hey.
Yeah, you do find a bit more inconspicuous. But you're like, man, maybe right on that leaf isn't a good idea. You rethought things over. You're like,
Right. Especially if I'm in a private room, I'm not quite as worried about like sleight of hand
it's
dexterity.
less
as
like a
finding-
private room and more like a roped off section.
Okay, cool.
And you only had 1 success with your wits awareness? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you don't notice those things. Cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Cool. So like I'm poisoned or whatever. I'm heading back outside.
Okay then. So as you two meet up, you have successfully dispensed your cameras.
I'll point out a couple of them to Dr. Easter that are in places that would be weird for a normal person to climb up at.
Wow, excellent. Good job. As I was walking by the hostess, if she even notices me, I'm just giving her like a and slipping by.
And she's just like, okay then. So, you have successfully bugged the place. And only one really awkward hostess seems to understand anything had gone on. Do either of you wish to do anything before calling upon your angels?
No, I think we're good. We've done everything.
Okay.
Do we need to go get the van?
You do have some vans that need painting.
Oh, we haven't worked on that at all? Okay, great.
Well, no, I know you guys had the vans, and I know you guys had the paint jobs done. You need to collect them, I believe. I don't know. Are you
Okay.
guys doing that for the
Yeah, if there's any prep work for the raid that still needs to be done, then I guess that's
Yeah.
what we're going to do next.
Well, you guys also need to collect your surveillance mobile.
Yeah.
Which will also need a name at some point.
Letting the ladies know they're clear to show up.
Okay, then.
I thought it was the mommy wagon.
The mommy wagon.
The mom mobile.
The mom mobile. Okay, the mom mobile.
Her van.
So, over in the Vandermeer home, where the angels are, do the angels have any prep work they want to do before venturing out?
Having listened to this conversation, I'm definitely donning a nice long fur coat. Goes down to her mid thighs, covers up the fact that her dress that she was already wearing, which is tasteful. Adding maybe some jewelry that Aster has found for her, and saying, "Let's go in," with knowing that we will be on camera.
Aster is just taking a second to remember the etiquette she knows, and she has been to fancy things. She knows this. She hasn't had to use it in a bit, but she knows it.
Aster, do you
Yes.
want a little bit of a cover?
Oh, is it cold out? I forget since we don't really feel it.
More of do you want to have a personality that isn't your own right now?
Oh, no, because I'll be okay. I'm going to be very in the background. Don't even worry about me. I'm just
Okay, yeah, no, trust me. Well, Aurelia, we're going to dinner.
Are you ready, Yolanda?
Mm-hmm.
Do any of our angels have anything they wish to do before departing? Or want to do on their way?
Can anybody drive, or am I going to drive? I'll drive.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Aster tries to head for the wheel,
Okay.
but if she sees it, she'll okay. You can drive this time.
Because this can go horribly right.
Mhm.
Do you want to roll a dex and drive for me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, it's a late night in Boston. I can do this. I can do this. One success.
You don't get pulled over.
That's good. But I definitely drive like I own the road, and I am definitely using my horn behind taxis that wait too long. So,
Welcome to Boston.
welcome to Boston.
Welcome to Boston. So it is a traditional Boston driving. Way too
Yeah.
much horn honking, blinkers. What are blinkers? They don't exist. That
They
thing
don't
is like
exist.
another windshield wiper.
Merging
We're
is
cutting each
a
other in and out of
concept.
traffic. There's
Yeah.
a few scares in the back. Like if you're in the back seat, there's a few times where it's like that taxi might hit us.
It's part of our cover.
I think I'll try to
And-
rouse another prophecy on the way there.
You may certainly try.
Just one success.
You find yourself back in that children's storybook. The mushroom still casting a shadow on the flower to keep the color in. But next you see a bat swoop down on the mushroom and the flower. And it cuts back.
Everybody doing okay?
Yes, this is a very relaxing drive. Well done.
I know you don't own a car. It's difficult here. She just lays on the horn.
So eventually you do make it to the at least as close to the restaurant as you can on a busy Saturday night with a lot of foot traffic, college kids.
Is there valet parking?
No, there is not.
Shit. All right. Then I'm circling the block like 3 times to find the public parking or like the open spot, and finally giving
You do
up.
manage to find one next to a parking meter.
Yeah, and God, does anybody have any physical money here? Like anything change?
Esther has a change purse.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, but you want change in it.
Mm-hmm.
She has 2 quarters.
Perfect. I don't know. I mean, it's Boston now, so it's got to be like swipe a card, put a ticket in.
They actually used to. They had in this version of Boston, in this version of World of Darkness, they were trying to electronize and revolutionize the toll systems. They were trying to make it mandatory easy pass. We would get rid of toll booths, get rid of toll workers, get rid of meter people. For some reason, like despite the huge amount of support it had going in, it just failed. And like there's toll booths, there's paid meters. It seems as though for some reason electronics was just nope.
Put some money in there. That'd be great.
Esther will feed the meter.
Thank you. I'll buy you a cat portrait, whatever you want.
I mean, I have money. I just only have 50 cents on me. She just clicks the grimy thing in.
50 cents will work fine. I'm sure this meeting will be short and sweet and sad. Let's go.
Dr. Alicia, I'm going to make the same hidden roll for you.
Okay.
Not hidden though, because you know what it is. I'm just making dice sound effects. Probably not having a hard time gripping dice for any reason. There be ghosts.
There be ghosts.
There be ghosts. There be ghosts. There's does anyone have any blood sorcery on them right now? No wards, no okay. There's nothing, no wards, no nothing. They're spirits. They're all doing the ghostly thing. They're all you do also see the Nosferatu, and they notice you, Dr. Alicia. They one of them takes a picture, texts it off to someone else. And that's it. They don't notice the fact that you notice them, but they notice the fact that you're here.
Gotcha. I don't let them know that I know. That they know.
That I know.
Oh dear, Alicia, looks like the moths came back, didn't they? And
They have a habit of coming around. I think they didn't learn last time about getting too close to the flame.
You see a man dressed up wearing another it's another tailcoat, but this one's purple and yellow and orange and all sorts of colors and patterns. You can even swear that some of the patterns are moving about, and another top hat. And it's just like, well, darling, dearest dear, at least Alicia, my little Alicia. It seems like your little moths are getting around here, and they're getting around pretty quickly. Their eyes are all on you.
It's nice to have a new pair of eyes on me. Let them swarm with the ghosts. The more the merrier at the tea party, right?
Well, of course. Now switch! And they vanish. And you do hear what Dr. Alicia is saying out loud. But you do not see this mysteriously striped person of different designs and colors.
Party already started? What the hell?
Boston Tea Party happening now.
Oh, we're nowhere near the harbor. We'll be late.
Mm-hmm. No, we're going to this restaurant. All right.
So you do manage to walk your way over there. It is a hustling and bustling Saturday night. Way too many college kids. So many people walking around. Can I have each of you roll a wits and awareness for me? You got 4.
1 success.
1.
5.
5. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's cool.
There's just a bunch of children around me, and I can't handle that. They're touching me even.
Everything's fine for you, Aster, too. Everything's cool. Everything's nice. Dr. Alicia, how on earth did that little camera get all the way up there? You see this little camera just like somehow both upward slanted and behind something, yet somehow like 10 feet up into the air into a brick, and it's just, how did that tiny little thing get all the way up there? You recognize it as one of the portable cameras in your planning, but you're just like, how did that get all the way up there?
I'll just speak into her earpiece. I didn't know you could fly.
I'm flying every day.
Don't fly too close to the sun.
How do you think I look this way?
Wow.
I think it might have been better had you hit the ground.
I don't want to come down yet.
You shouldn't. Here there be monsters.
So, as you walk in, there's a visibly confused hostess looking at you, and she's like, hi there. Hi there. Welcome to the Moon Bar. We do have limited seating because of a private function, but I can take your names down for a reservation. Can I get your names?
We have a table reserved.
Under?
Cloud memory.
Okay, then. So cloud memory makes someone forget the past 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So, so you simply just say forget, and
Yeah.
they forget, and all of a sudden they're just like.
That is after, looking at the page to find the the name, because you can always look at the hostess's list, right?
Yeah.
Being like, did you forget that we have a reservation here under this
Private party.
Oh,
private party?
oh, but excuse me, sir, you can't. Oh, okay then. Wow. Oof. Hi there. Hi. Can I help you?
We have a private meeting here. It's set up in advance actually, and I'll like.
Oh, okay then. Can I get a name?
Was she with Gregory's party?
Yes, Gregory's party.
Oh, yes. Gregory had called in advance. So why don't we get you set up? We have a private section reserved off for you. He sent us an extensive list of demands. Extensive list.
That's amazing and perfect. And let's just show me to my tables. I would like to sit down. These heels are killing me.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So yes. We'll have your waitress right over in just a moment. So she does lead the way. She picks up a few menus and walks over to a table, and she sets down 3 of them, and she's just like, Isabel will be with you shortly, and walks away.
I hope you guys like that. I tried to make sure that there's no, confusion here. Seems like she was left with some questions.
Did they say Isabel?
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm. As we make our way through, what material are the chairs made out of?
They are a nice metal chair with intricate designing work. It seems like these these aren't the chairs that are everywhere else in the restaurant, though. It seems for some reason specifically these chairs are here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
what about the chairs?
They specifically put in metal chairs for this section.
Because it would have been a shame if an enterprising person got a hold of a wooden chair leg.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we've got cameras on us. May as well make a show.
So eventually, a orange-haired woman with blue eyes wearing makeup, her arm is wrapped up in a bandage, actually. And she's got a bandage on her face. Walks over and she's like, oh, hi, yes, I'm Isabel. I'll be your waitress for this evening. Can I start you off with anything to drink? And she looks at the 3 of you. It is the same Isabel from The Office.
Is there any recognition whatsoever that I can see in her eyes?
None.
Aster will almost automatically take a look at the wine list and order the perfect choice for the situation.
Please, I know that you have a good taste. Something expensive.
Water.
She's ignoring that and digging very deep into her Toreador roots.
Yes.
Things that she's done before.
A nice vintage.
Yeah, she seems all of a sudden to be very comfortable where she is. Like, this is something she's done.
Yes. Would you like a bottle or a glass?
A bottle, for sure. And then bring 4 glasses for the table, please.
Oh, of course. Yes. Can I get you waters with that as well?
Why not?
Of course. And would you like breadsticks or popcorn for the table?
Breadsticks, for sure.
Okay, then. And I will go ahead and be right back with that. And she walks away.
Can you let us know when we've had time to grab the SUV?
I will say that it's about at this time that you guys are returning with the mom mobile.
Excellent.
While we're sitting there, sorry, go ahead, Lee.
So she's probably on Sunshine. If you want to glean some information out of her, she is probably really susceptible to getting some knowledge right now.
Okay. Wow, what a night this is. Wonderful. When she comes back with the breadsticks, who wants to question her? Me?
You might be the best suited for that.
Yeah. I can maybe implant a memory. But, no, I'll do it. I'll see what's been going on. I'll try to douse for information from that clouded brain.
While we're waiting here, I would like to look around and just, form in like my mental palace, the XCOM tactical grid of this room. Like, where are the windows? If something goes down.
Plenty of windows around the room. There, like I said, the building is in the middle of an intersection type area, so there's plenty of walkways. There's a set of staircase for emergency exits. There's also the kitchen. There's also the kitchen area, the dining area as well. It seems as if this private table is close to an emergency exit, to where if someone were to run, they could get there in a few seconds. Yeah, right there. And as you're looking around, things just seems like a normal restaurant. You do see someone walking in though.
Yeah, while I look around and stuff, I'll just activate my sense the unseen and just keep that on.
You'll notice that this person does not have any blood source around them. But this person does point over at your group and starts to walk over. Dr. Alicia, you've seen this person before. This Robert Pattinson looking, with a scar running down his forehead, guy walks over, sits down at the table like he belongs there, and he's just like, what on earth are you doing?
Hi, Gregory.
We're looking for the princess. Are you here to tell us she's in another castle?
Oh, wait, no.
Toad.
Oh, Toad. Toad.
I'm gonna ask you again. What are the three of you doing?
Well, first and foremost, we want to know why you've aligned yourself with such a shoddy operation.
Make a quick roll for him.
Were you able to see all this in the cameras, by the way?
Dr. Easter, are these the type that transmit, or are they just storage devices?
Oh, transmit. That's why they have the little
Yes,
antennas.
you can see this.
Yes. Once we get in Wi-Fi range, I'm putting it up on computers.
There's an obscene amount of places here with free Wi-Fi.
Correct.
Some with paid Wi-Fi too.
Then we might be able to start watching from blocks away.
We should be close.
I cannot say.
Oh, well, I didn't expect anything better of you, I guess.
Is the wine here yet?
No, not yet. We're really just here for the wine and the conversation. A chance to get to meet you or your employer.
Gregory's plane had to make an unexpected stop.
An overseas stop, I'm sure, right?
About enough time for us to arrange this.
Well, you arranged something. We're here together, all through. Yeah.
You see, you just have to go and muck everything up on me.
What were we supposed to help you with exactly to make this work out?
With this, Isabel does come back with the wine and breadsticks. And she looks at Toad and just has a smile on her face. And she's like, "Big brother, I didn't expect to see you here tonight." And he's just like, "Oh, yeah. Business meeting. That's why I love coming here. I didn't expect to see you on the shift tonight." And these two were just chatting it up like a pleasant conversation.
Isn't that sweet?
Do we have white napkins?
Yes, they are white napkins.
I want to take the wine bottle and like drop some drops like in the middle of it before folding it to make a Rorschach out of it.
Okay.
I'd say you'd be able to.
Well,
Then I'm gonna like unfold it and just slip it over to Toad.
Okay. Toad doesn't seem to notice that he is a bit in his conversation with Isabel before she's like, "I gotta get back to work. It's been a really long day." And he's like, yeah, no, I'm so glad we've been able to keep in touch. How's your schooling going? And she's like, "Oh yeah, no, college has been nice. It's been great. I've been getting I've been just working here too."
Where are you going to school, honey?
"Oh, I've been going over at I've been going to it was the Massachusetts College of Art, the MCAT."
Yes, I see. How do you know this person?
"Oh, my big brother."
Like literally big brother? Are you guys related?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were in the same orphanage.
Oh, isn't that just a darling story, Astor? Like, listen, like, can you believe this? Two people that found each other.
Oh my goodness, I love your hair. It is so cute. And that outfit, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Oh, I wish I could. Sorry, I just
Isabel,
love aesthetically pleasing things.
I mean, she collects cat artwork and she's amazing at all these kind of things that I am just so not okay with. But
Oh, I'm more of a dog person.
okay, great. Isabel, could you order our main course for us?
Oh, what would you like?
I mean, I know you specialize in seafood here, so I'd like something that's like a bottom feeder, like something that's like a crab or a lobster, or something that like feeds off the bottom of the ocean.
Do you have
Okay,
frog
then
legs?
I can go. I'm sorry, what was that, Doc?
Do you have frog legs?
Yeah.
Frog legs? I can ask the kitchen. And what about you?
Aster will look at the menu and order the perfect meal. No metaphor, no meaning, just very much exactly what she's supposed to, like, very much in, oh no, this is a classy place and a classy dinner.
Surf and turf.
So,
Okay,
yeah, the surf and turf, but with the herb butter, please. Potato, but twice baked. Sour cream, but on the side, and the prettiest parsley you have.
Okay. That will be that. And Toad, I know exactly what your favorite meal is. And he's just like, of course you do. Surf and turf, but you replace all the fish with steak.
Just turf and turf. Yeah.
It's surf and turf.
Yeah.
And Isabel
Okay.
walks away just extremely happy and ecstatic to be helping you guys. And then Toad's just got a smile on his face, and then he turns to you, and that smile is gone.
Are you being paid enough for this? Is this worth your time?
It's difficult. Very difficult for me to even be here right now.
And difficulty can be parsed in many ways. Is it money you're worried about, or is it protection?
It's difficult for me to be here because it's not something Gregory would want.
Oh, outside of that kind of interest. I see. Well, you're here. We're here. We're going to have a nice conversation. It'll be very simple. You won't have to walk away worrying about your safety or your health. As far as I'm concerned, we know each other quite well.
As far as I'm concerned, you keep interfering in the business. And I'm here to ask you to please stop.
Oh. You want us to stop interfering. What would you do to make that happen?
I am unable to say anything.
Are you under a compulsion? Is your boss?
You particular type of people do not understand that when you are someone like me, you do not have the ability to control one's actions very well.
Would you want to be free of that?
I am working towards something, and I'm going to make another roll for him. He passes. He can talk freely. Listen, when you're working for someone like Gregory, you're not able to truly say what you feel.
I understand that completely. I've been under something like that myself. I believe that we might have a common interest.
I think so too. I don't quite understand your plan, and I have been doing my best to help you.
I have noticed that you have not been in our way, and it has been very appreciated, to the point where I have to say, between you and Isabel, and I know that you know each other in a very special way.
She thinks she knows me.
Well, don't we all think that we know the people that we claim to love? So, you don't deserve somebody that is willing to hand over this very important process to you and to put that kind of responsibility on you where you could easily find yourself in harm's way.
There's a lot I wish I could say that I can't.
I understand completely, and I am willing to offer up my services as somebody that is going to help you out of this complicated and dense situation that we are both in. And I know that we have not exactly made ourselves look like the best kind of allies here, but, you know, I have connections. My friends have connections. We've done the work to understand that what you are going through is pretty normal for somebody opted into a situation where there wasn't a true plan, a true ideal of what they were trying to accomplish. I mean, yes, this drug is great, but it's already got heat from us. Look at us. Look at this table.
Toad?
Yes?
Do you care about Isabel?
There are things I am not allowed to say. Dr. Alicia, if you want to roll your wits and insight.
Please.
Would Aster too, with her detect lies specialty?
Anyone wants to roll wits and insight with any sort of lies specialty will also come into play here. Should I discern truth from lie?
Yeah.
How's the car gallery doing right now?
That's 6 successes.
6 successes? Anyone get more than 6? It's 5. Okay.
I failed so critically that I'm just looking at the wine bottle right now.
Man, is this all-purpose, all-natural wine? Is this HM
Organic.
What's the
wine?
purpose?
All wine is all purpose.
Truth.
Aster, you can tell that there's stuff Toad wishes they could say, but they are being compelled not to. Dr. Alicia, you would know, based on the knowledge of Clan Malkavian, that there is something plaguing their mind, and you can actually see the chess pieces move around in your head, and how Toad is just a pawn, but Toad sees Isabel as the queen.
The White Knight's talking backwards. He only has eyes for the queen.
The Red Queen, right? Isn't that the whole point?
No. Wrong color.
Oh, White Queen. What did she do exactly?
It's a pawn. Reaches end of the board. Queen in his eye, but irrelevant to the game.
I see.
Toad, if we could promise Isabel safety, would you continue to help us and consider that a worthwhile offer?
Listen, Isabel, someone who keeps me grounded after a long life of being what I am. And she's the reason I want out of me and Gregory's arrangement.
Then we have extra common ground.
Guys,
And then that's why we're here.
like, guys, this is amazing. Like, we might not have to kill Toad.
I can
Esther,
promise
pretend she didn't
safety.
hear that right now. She's trying to
Or-
make a
I
connection.
don't know if I agree with this.
I'd be happy to promise safety for Isabel and her cats. I've gotten to know them quite a bit over the last few days. I understand that when you have errant masters, they don't offer you what you wanted out of the original arrangement very easily unless they're keeping track of what's going on in your personal lives. I feel that maybe you've been neglected, and so especially Isabel, this poor creature.
Yeah, it's a long story. I actually found her after a party. She kept spouting out all sorts of things.
And she is kind of a liability. And I say this in terms of, you understand this just as much as I do, is that eventually this poor girl will get herself disappeared if we're not careful, and if we're not especially concerned for her survival. And I think that personally, I am especially concerned for her survival. I don't know about the doctor here. Might have some more insights into what that might help with, but we can assure her security if you will assist us in our endeavors to make sure that Gregory doesn't slip the mask. Let's just say that.
Hey, Vandermeer,
Mm-hmm.
is it common practice in Clan Ventru to punish someone by taking away their ghoul and giving it to someone else?
No, but I would love to make that a concept. This is me just like kind of like putting up my cell phone to my ear. Oh, hi. Yes. Oh, yeah, no, I like that idea.
Has Isabel come back?
Isabel's actually on her way back. She's back with some more breadsticks and she's back with more breadsticks in case you guys need them.
Aster does want to try something. She would love to try to use her rapid reflexes to see if she could slip her like her card with her info into like Isabel's like pocket without anyone noticing.
Okay then. Does that require a rouse check?
The rapid reflexes does not.
Okay then. Rapid reflexes, I believe, provide you with an extra action such as reload. Yeah, if you can reload a gun, you can sneak a card into someone's pocket.
Yeah, I mean, if I could always use fleetness, but I was wondering if rapid reflex might, because it's like a minor action. It says I was trying to see how minor
I'd say
this
it's minor enough that you slip that in.
Yeah, if possible, for no one to notice, and it just has her her number, but also with a little like if you need help, call me. I think we have common interests.
Okay.
And a picture of a cat.
If anyone wants to roll wits awareness to see if they notice it, or you can just let it slide. That also includes people on the camera.
I think I'm too busy fuming about Toad's existence.
He's just sitting there, existing.
Sitting on his toadstool.
What was that?
So, Toad, you've been doing this for a long time. Can you maybe defer to my understanding of long time? And what have you been schooled in besides, being the front-facing portion of this operation?
One could say in a past life, I sailed together on a boat.
A long time.
Long time.
Yeah. Very proud of you for subsisting as long as you have.
Which means that once I have dealt with Gregory, no one will be around to take care of Isabel anymore.
Well, I think Isabel now has a little bit of a family. We've all come to care for her in certain ways.
So, you take care of Isabel. And I'll take care of Gregory.
Thank you. How... taking care of... maybe not elimination, but sidetracking them would be appropriate, I'm certain, right?
It's a long story.
Okay, all right. I don't like to pry, especially not on Ventru business. We just don't do that here.
So, if you take care of Isabel, I will help you with Gregory.
Thank you. A middleman. Middle management.
And I do appreciate not getting attacked.
I didn't have any designs on that on that front. I don't know who set you up with that idea.
And if I find out that any of you were responsible for hurting Isabel that day, I will see to it personally that things become unpleasant.
Understood.
Stay in your pond, tadpole.
I do not know why you were there that day, Dr. Alicia. But I am hoping that it was for good cause and good reason.
Like Miss Vandermeer said, we've come to care for Isabella. I was leaving my card in the event that she needed more support.
Yes, that's how I know who you are. Those dossiers I drafted up for Gregory. I had two versions prepared, depending on how tonight went. I'll be sending him the dossiers of one Aurelia Bandea and Yolanda Dex.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else that we can get you in terms of needs? besides protection for our darling Isabella.
That's all I can think of for now. But
Okay.
I have been also asked to deliver a message.
Of course.
Morgan's calling in her favor.
Thank you. I would never have imagined you guys were connected. Actually, I kind of had an idea, but you know.
We are not acquaintances by any means. We just similar circles in the Camarilla.
Keeping us in your good graces, or vice versa, is my top priority. So thank you so much for working with us tonight and for, being open to just this visitation in general. And also, I have to assume Gregory is a piece of shit, but I don't know for sure. Can you just drop a little bit of tea on him? I just want to know. Just a little bit.
He has lasted for as long as he has in the game, doing whatever it takes. I would be very careful and don't talk to any police.
He's playing with fire, right?
He likes pointing loaded guns at other people.
I got that impression.
Well, I believe our business here is concluded, unless you have anything else you wish to say.
Ladies, I just want to just express my sincere appreciation and also the open invitation to not deal with that.
Gregory's plane will be arriving 2 weeks' time. It's currently undergoing some extensive cargo hold checks, and for some reason, it's typhoon season. You guys have 2 weeks to do what you gotta do.
Thank you.
But, like I said, Morgan's calling in their favor. The only reason I know about this is because, well, we ghouls like to talk to each other.
Fascinating and illuminating. Thank you.
I'm going to go now and... Wait, I can't leave before we get the check. I think I'm paying tonight. Am I paying tonight? Or are you paying tonight?
No, I'm slipping the check across. And yeah. Nora is going to try mesmerize.
On
Toad.
He does get a contested roll.
Good.
Because he is a ghoul.
Mhm.
And therefore not mortal.
No.
So yes, you're using mesmerism.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is your dominate and manipulation, if I am not wrong.
It is correct. That's my dominate manipulation
Mhm.
versus intelligence and resolve.
Give him the old razzle dazzle.
Oh,
So how many did you roll?
2 successes out of a 6.
You can
Ties
willpower.
go to the initiator, which would be you.
Oh, okay.
So what is the instructions?
Immediate instructions
Mhm.
is to tell Isabel to trust.
That would not work. he would need to have cognition to be able to determine who Isabel is. It has to be something along the line. It cannot be conditional.
Oh, okay. She's not in the room.
No.
Okay.
It has to be something they don't need to be cognate for.
Consider this just a test.
Okay. Okay. And so Gregory just shakes his head a little bit. Not Gregory. Yeah, Toad. See, you guys got me doing it too.
It's my fault. I'm the worst.
Blame everyone. So, Toad gets up, walks towards the hostess stand, waits for Isabel to come out from the kitchen carrying a few dishes. He says something to her, gives her a quick side hug, and leaves. Skylar and Dr. Jackson, you do see Toad leaving the restaurant.
Letting him go. I mean, nothing really to do.
Yep.
We have our leverage. Keeping an eye on Skylar to make sure
So
he's.
I'm gonna give the five of you a chance to sort of process what you just went through.
Well, first and foremost, I think
I figured
we
we
should be-
probably. Oh yeah, we probably leave.
yeah, and I'll pat Isabel on the shoulder and I'll pass her a $50 bill, or actually a $100 bill. Best service I've had for a long time.
Do you need change?
No, this is on top of the check. I already left the money there.
Oh, okay. Then do you need change?
No, I do need you. I do need you to be very careful.
I'm sorry?
Just this city is full of monsters.
Wait. What did you just say?
Never mind. Have a good night.
Okay, then. Have a lovely rest of your night. And she waves you all out, making sure none of you left any coats behind.
Your one arm.
But yes,
Getting into my SUV.
Don't come to the SUV. That's not how you arrived. We'll meet up in a few blocks.
That's how I arrived.
Oh, did we go steal your SUV after you arrived?
Yeah, you just went to my parking space and got it.
Oh. Well, great. We'll see you at your SUV.
Yeah,
No, there is valet.
I drove.
I'll
I don't
catch
have another
up
car.
and just pop by very quickly to the car show.
The car show.
the car show is there is a bunch of cars outside. Some of them have like rain protector jackets on them. Others have, because it is like thundering outside in Boston right now. There we go.
Yeah.
Because it is thundering outside in Boston right now.
He's very good at that.
Mm-hmm. And what is it that you're planning on doing at the car show?
There's a very nice hearse that's calling my name.
Do you wanna roll some dexterity and larceny to try to steal a hearse?
I mean, could I just, give the window a love tap?
Do you want to do some dexterity and larceny to do it properly?
Is there an attendant nearby?
There is some like people doing laps with flashlights, but it's very rarely. Like if you were looking out the window of the restaurant to see it, it was very rarely. Ooh, yeah.
By the way, if Nora gets in the driver's seat, I stay in the passenger seat.
I mean, we can give Dex and Larceny a try.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing a time check. We are running a little bit over, and I'm so sorry.
I mean, I can save this for next time too. It's not an issue.
I'll leave it up to you.
I'll save it for next time.
We can do it first thing next session. How does that
It's all
sound?
good. There's no rush. We've got the mom-mobile.
So you return. So
true.
you're casing the place. I'm gonna say you're casing the place. So you
Back
understand
later.
exactly what you need to
Yeah.
do. And it will be here the next night. The car show is going on for a week.
Cool. Get a
So
feel
you
for
will
the place.
you'll be able to come back for it. But now I'm gonna say that you're casing the place now. So you want to do wits awareness
Sure.
just quickly, and this will determine how easier it's gonna be the next time you come back.
That's 3.
Yeah, you notice the person doing the lap once every half hour to an hour. And you'll notice like there's some pretty nice cars here. Some oldies, some goldies, some newbies, some of them with like the Too Fast, Too Furious spoilers on them.
Of course.
There's like modern, retro, every type of like interesting or weird car you can think of. There's like a Model T here too. And then you make your way back to the mom-mobile where everyone else is currently on their way to.
Yeah.
And you open the door and you find the rest of your coterie there.
Hey, Doc. We got a lot of share, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I think I've picked up some stuff about the sunlight. We'll talk about it, or sunshine. We'll talk about it on the way back.
Perfect.
I can't tell if Miss Vandermeer is just off screen or if she's just really good at obfuscating.
Pretty sure she's off screen at the moment.
Okay. I will just roll a quick drive test for her.
There she is.
He's back.
Oh no, the illusion broke. I was going to roll a quick driving test for you to see how you drive the mom-mobile back. I can't.
You're muted.
If you're talking, you're muted.
You want me to do a drive check?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to see if everyone makes it back in one piece.
I stay in the passenger seat, by the way.
I always sit in the
2
middle of the back.
successes.
You don't get pulled over. And this time, you're the one slightly cutting people off a little bit. You're just trying to process everything you just gone through, especially with promising to take care of Isabel.
Right on.
And during this drive, as seems to be tradition when all of you gather up together in this mom-mobile, Dr. Easter's phone rings.
Like a weekly appointment.
It is like a weekly appointment.
At least they don't charge hourly.
It's the broken screen phone, right?
Yep.
I'm going to have to clone that so I can put it on a real phone that I can do more with. Connecting it to the Bluetooth in the SUV.
Hello, Dr. Jackson.
You know, if you didn't call, I would think that you didn't care about us.
Oh. And you're saying as if I wouldn't miss my precious little probable cause?
You really like that name?
I hate
It
this
was
name
the
now.
best one that was pitched during the meeting.
Is this speakerphone?
Yes, this is on Bluetooth.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is in the whole SUV now. It's on the speakers.
We
Okay.
met the Scarecrow and he loves Dorothy most of all.
The more you like the name, the more likely we are to change it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Fine,
I think
then
this
I'm
is perfectly
ecstatic about the
appropriate.
name.
A perfectly appropriate name because we do have probable cause considering everything that we've kind of stumbled into. Morgan, we don't know each other.
No. We got it.
But I feel like I know you a little better tonight. You know Toad quite well.
No,
Can you? Oh, you don't? Not as a fellow ghoul?
I'm not a ghoul.
Why do they think that you are?
They probably talk to mine.
Oh. More contacts that we don't know. Great, thank you. Just wanted to
Anyone killed.
put enlightenment on that situation.
Yeah.
So we're not parked in your front yard this time. What do you want?
Well,
Get him, Easter.
I want you to pick something up for me next week.
I'm sorry? What?
I want you to pick something up for me next week.
Oh, is it already that time?
It's already that time.
Okay. And if that task should conflict with this task, which one is more important?
They aren't going to conflict with each other. I doubt the ramblings of some Tremere aren't going to conflict with your venture quest.
Are you talking about me? Were you insulting me?
There was an
No.
insult there, but
No.
They're insulting another Tremere.
Some other Tremere that is prone to rambling. All right. Can't be a long list. So I'm not godly prescient and I don't know that they're not going to conflict. Which one is the higher priority?
I would say if they were to conflict, which is very rare, this particular case that
Right,
I'm
you're never
asking
wrong.
you.
Go ahead.
I would say the higher priority is to, which one of these would be more interesting? Solving an arson case or framing someone else?
Are you having fun?
So there's a rambling Tremere and an arson case.
Mm-hmm.
And we're supposed to pick it up.
Yep.
I feel like we're just
know.
trying to alleviate your boredom.
Is this a soap opera for you?
Oh, good, a guest?
I will. This particular kindred is going to need your help with this.
Somebody new.
Yes, somebody new. Aster, you are observant as always.
I mean, not that I haven't had fun with my new friends here, but a newer friend.
You see, the Camarilla has made a few mistakes in their lifetime.
they had a lot of life to make mistakes in. I completely understand.
And this will be rectifying one of them.
Skylar, I feel like you and I are laughing for different reasons.
Very
So,
much.
can you tell us anything about ghosts?
What do you want to know?
Why do they seem to be so haunting of certain people here in this area?
Ghosts can latch themselves on for a plethitude of reasons. A necromancer can ask them to haunt someone. They could have slighted a ghost by accident. There's a list of reasons.
I'm sure you attach yourself with a lot of ghosts over time. I'm speaking to somebody that's probably ancient now. I'm just, curious.
Ghosts are more of the Hecata's specialty. Regardless, I want you to help out this particular kindred solve the mystery of what happened the night the Tremere Chantry burnt to the ground.
Yeah, kind of assumed from those clues that that's the fire you were talking about.
Yes.
It was Miss Scarlet in the library with the candlestick.
It's a better arson to figure out than that hotel room situation. So I am completely 100% down with that, even though it's outside of my wheelhouse.
I have seen the 5 of you in action now, which is why I'm assigning this to you.
We appreciate it.
I don't.
On that subject, you you wanted us to gather together to occasionally do jobs for you. And the first one was to pay off you clearing our names,
Yes.
which we still haven't done yet.
Yes.
What's the pay on this one?
What is it that you desire?
Everything.
I particularly just want to know if there's anybody in the Ventrue that recognizes my true strengths right now, because I feel like I've been working very hard to make sure that this mess has been cleaned up.
You want recognition.
Yes.
Dr. Jackson, what is it that you want? Did I break him?
Honestly, I believe doing this job for you might get me closer to what I want.
Oh, he's just so afraid of telling us what he's about. I get it.
Skylar, what is it that you desire?
Camarilla can't give me what I want.
Can they not?
No.
Oh.
I mean, maybe they
And
could.
Aster?
I'd rather not say in front of others.
Do you need to borrow the phone?
No, that's not that I don't trust anyone, but we also have ways to listen that I wouldn't know. So, no.
Well, take some time to think about it. I will help each of you a step towards your goal.
Sure you will.
I'm sure
You have to be more trusting.
I'm sure there's something in that head of yours, Skylar, between those ears that could think of something.
Doctor, did she ask you?
Dr.
No.
Alicia wants everything.
The stars hide my fires. Your light will not see my black and deep desires.
If I could
Profound.
understand a thing that child says.
It's beautiful. It's poetry. We should put it into a book and market it and make some money off of it.
Anyway, we should wrap things up for the evening. We've gone a bit over, and I'm so sorry, especially to our lovely, lovely, lovely tech mom who has been doing this for us.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mom.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to give everyone one last chance to say who they are, who they're playing, and where can we find them. Starting with whoever wants to go first, because the order doesn't matter anymore.
So, I am Nat. I am playing Nora Vandermeer, and I hope that you all don't hate me anymore, as you should. I am also Ashes for Foxes on Twitter. I have a podcast called Metamachina, Metamashina. We talk about genre fiction from the feminine gaze. Go there.
I've been Velvet. Thank you for sticking around. I've been playing Dr. Alicia Garcia Marquez, the Malkavian therapist. You can find me elsewhere on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar, as well as the Stories of a Broken Sun and Flight Risk podcasts.
Hey, I'm Megan. I was playing Aster, and you can find me on Twitter at QuiNot, Instagram at Murphy Pop Art. And tomorrow at 7:30 p.m., I'll be over on the Q Times channel's Twitch playing a very confused and freaked out tiefling in a cult.
Heck yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm a guest, so who knows what's going to happen? She could die.
It's fantastic. Those are my favorite. I'm Carl Jordan. I've been playing Dr. Jackson Easter of Clan Tremere, like you might have gathered in the last few minutes. I am on Twitter as RPG Carl. You can find me on Twitch on a lot of different role-playing game chats as just a Carl. I'm not really doing any other projects, so you can definitely find me here on Saturday nights.
And I'm Lee Berger playing Skylar Evans, the problematic thin blood. You can find me at @_nobody. And this is really my biggest project right now. But if you want to follow more makeup stuff, that's where you can find it.
And I'm Michelle Light, and I have been your storyteller for this evening, playing everyone else. You can find me at Michelle C. Light at Twitter and Instagram. And I write stuff occasionally on my website, michellesaylight.com. And you can find me here every Saturday at 8 o'clock, storytelling Boston by Night. I want to give a huge shout out to Kyle and MC for their production work that has been going into this show. I continuously have to remind Kyle that I could not do this show without him. He is the person solely responsible for making this, which has been a dream of mine for years to come true. So thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you so much for Onyx Path for hosting us. We will see you again next week. I'll be a year older next week.
Hey.
Happy birthday!
Oh,
I'm turning 26 on the 26th, so you'll see the 26-year-old.
What? You're 26?
I'm turning 26.
God. I'm turning 36 this year, and I feel so graced by your presence.
So thank you so much to everyone, my players, tech staff, Kyle, MC, Onyx Path, and everyone. We're gonna have a lovely week to prep things for next week. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for tuning in.
yes. Thank you, everyone.
I love all of you, and remember, don't trust a kindred.
Don't trust a kindred.
Don't
ever.
trust a kindred.
Learned
They're
anything
just-
from this?
Don't.
Don't trust a kindred.
Don't.